Today we're heading out to Los Peñasquitos Canyon. This was a 7.5 mile loop with 184 feet of elevation change, and it took about 2 hours and 32 minutes round trip. This is located in Los Peñasquitos Preserve in San Diego, California. If this is your first time visiting, my name's Dan. I like making hiking trail reviews, which is where you find yourself right now, as well as sharing the full footage from the trail, which you can find in the extended cut linked down below. You could use that for research purposes or to follow along on a treadmill. If that's something you're into, go ahead and subscribe and follow the adventure. Parking is listed at Los Peñasquitos Canyon Park, but I noticed that no one was parking here and the gate was actually closed. It says that parking is closed from sunset to 8 a.m., so it's something to keep in mind. Instead, what I found was many people parking at the backside of Canyonside Community Park. This will get you right on the trail, and the park is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if you want to do an earlier start, it will be available to you, and probably the more convenient way to access the trail anyways. As a reminder, confirm the hours before heading out because they can be subject to change from the time that I made this video. Overall, this was a beautiful trail. There was not a lot of traffic in the morning, and I felt like I was the only one out there. As the day went on, I started to see a lot more people. This trail has a combination of runners, hikers, mountain bikers, and keep in mind if you're riding a mountain bike that there are many one-way trails and trails that don't allow you to ride your bike. They do this for preservation efforts, so you will have to pay attention to the signage in order to comply with the expectations of the park. I noticed that I was definitely one of the first one on the trails because it felt like the closer I was to the water, the taller the grass, the weeds, and it also reminded me that I was definitely the first one going through the trail that day, clearing out all the spider webs. I had a good amount on my hat as well as my camera as I was passing through. When you make it to the falls, the traffic picks up and you start seeing a lot more people there as there's many ways to get to this location. It's not really a waterfall, but a flowing stream. It was nice and relaxing and I did enjoy it. After a strong rain, there will be a lot of water coming through here. If you plan to cross, make sure to do so safely. I have turned around in the past with my kids because I just didn't feel comfortable crossing the rock. If it was me and I slipped, I'd feel comfortable with that because I don't feel like I'm going to go down into a dangerous river. But if my kids were on my back or I was trying to help them cross, I think things could get a little hairy quite easily. So use your best judgment there. It's okay to turn around and come back and visit another time. There are a lot of offshoot trails that you can explore. Just make sure not to lose your way and have a map handy just in case. As other hikers have mentioned, there's ticks on the trail, but this wasn't something that I've had firsthand experience of, but something that I want you to be mindful of. Depending on the path you take will determine just how much sun exposure you have. If you're closer to the water, you'll have a decent amount of shade, but if you spend most of your time on the main trail, you're going to find that you get a lot of sun exposure. Overall, I really like this one, and I do plan to come back with the family, go for a run, and even check out some more of the bike paths. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like it, comment on your favorite part, let me know if you have any questions, or even where you want to see next. Subscribe for future updates, and most importantly, stay safe on the trail, Adventure Fam.